Hey guys, it's Ashley. I'm back. I just wanted to share with you guys today something I've been, experiencing a lot as I've been, gaining weight and things like that. And every time I look in the mirror, how I feel about myself. So, throughout recovery, I've tried to kind of shy away from the mirror because it's created a kind of distorted image of myself. Every single day I look in the mirror, no matter what kind of day I'm having, I feel like I look different. And, like I have written this in a non-post before, one time I just went an entire week without looking in the mirror. I looked from, probably my midline up just so that I could see my hair or my face or something so that I could do my makeup for work so I'm not looking crazy. But I tried not to look in the mirror. I tried not to look at my body, and I tried not to focus on anything that had to do with my body image. So I went a whole week without doing that, and then I looked in the mirror the next time, and when I looked in the mirror, I was so surprised at what I saw. Like, I didn't look at my body, and I didn't pick at the fat, and I didn't squeeze my stomach, or I didn't pinch at my face or anything like that. I just looked in the mirror and just thought to myself, like, who is this person that I have created? Who is this, what am I looking at? Who is this person? She looks like she's been damaged, but she looks like she's healing. It looks like something in her life is going in the right direction. It looks like something is, changing. It looks like something is making her happy. Like, I looked in the mirror myself, and I looked into my eyes. I didn't look at my body. I didn't look at my legs. I didn't look at anything like that. I looked into my eyes and just tried to think of who this person is that I'm, creating. And throughout the entire week when I wasn't looking in the mirror, once I kept telling myself that the reason why I wasn't looking in the mirror to not let my ed shine through, the more throughout my entire day, my ed didn't really affect me because I wasn't, looking down at my stomach. I wasn't looking in the mirror to see any part of my body that I felt really insecure about. Like, I feel like we define ourselves by our body image and define our recovery by our body image and everything about our personality and our attitude as by the way we look. But why don't we start creating something beautiful inside so that the outside begins to become more beautiful and wholesome in itself? Because the more I started developing a personality and the more I started, creating a life around me that I loved, the more I started to love myself and my body. And I have tried to recover so many times, and so many of those times I've been wrapped up in things like exercise and the minimal nutrients of food or things like that. And this time I've really just shied away from all of that. I don't look at nutrition facts. I don't exercise. I don't do any of those things anymore. And I'm just so much happier, and I look so much different from when I've tried to recover so many other times. And it's just like, it's so crazy to me to think that all of those times that, this time when I didn't let any ed thoughts through or any, I didn't let any ed thoughts control my day. Of course I still had those thoughts, but I didn't let them control my day or my mind. I look so much better. And it's weird because the eating disorder tells us if we listen to his voice, then we'll look and feel better. But now that I haven't been listening to his voice, I've had his voice in my head, haven't listened to it. But the more I haven't listened to it, the better I feel and the better I look. It's just so, Ed makes us think so opposite of everything. It's just, he's always wrong. So the more we take his thoughts and try and play like an opposite day game, the more we take his thoughts and do the opposite of what he says, actually, the better we'll feel. And of course, Ed always makes us have regrets and always makes us, think of the opposite of things and just try to control our entire day. But the more you just kind of spite him and be like, look, I'm living my life for me. This is my life. And the more you tell me I look in the mirror and that I'm fat and that I'm ugly, that's just going to make my day completely horrible. That's going to make my life, if I let that control me every single day, if I'm going to let that be my life, what kind of life is that? That's not life. It's really not. And you know what? The more I go out and experience new things, and now that I'm at a healthier weight, I get more compliments on the way that I look. before, when I was just like skin and bone, I never got one compliment on the way that I looked. Now I go out to my favorite restaurant and I get the same girl telling me she either loves my outfit, loves my hair, something like that, when I know I would dress up before. But now I'm actually getting compliments because people aren't afraid to approach me because I have more of a personality. I have a smile on my face instead of a frown. You know what I mean? It's just the minimal things that disorder, that eating disorder makes us focus on. It doesn't get us anywhere. It doesn't make anyone love us anymore. You know what I mean? People love you for who you are, not what you look like. It's just defining yourself with this image in the mirror is so distorted and so wrong. And if you just kind of break off those chains from the mirror and just try not to either look in the mirror or just try not to define yourself with what the mirror tells you, the more you'll be able to develop such a beautiful life. And everyone has this opportunity. So just when you look in the mirror, look inside of yourself. Look into your eyes and think, who am I? Who is this person that I am developing and learning to love? You know what I mean? I could pick out so many things still on my body that I don't like, but I decide not to because I love what I do during my day. I love who I am. I love who I'm becoming. And, if I decide to love or not love what I look like, then that's up to me. But as long as I love my life and what I'm doing, it's more, it's going to make me love what I look like even more. So this is just my advice to you girls, is just to love what you look like, love who you are, and just make every decision make every decision for yourself, and then you'll love yourself. Because I find every single time I do something that I want to do in such a healthy, positive way, it makes me love myself so much more, and just find that I'm developing a person that I'm beginning to, create. And it's just, finding that determination is so extremely hard to just be able to look past those thoughts. But the more you have a goal set for yourself, and the more that you try and achieve that goal and make, reminders to yourself that there is such thing as recovery and health and freedom, then the more you'll start to obtain that goal of yourself. So just wanted to give this advice to you girls because I love you, and I think it would be really helpful to some of you guys. So love you girls, and hope you're having a good night. Bye.